What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You watching Ragin Ronin review. We gotta talk about Oblivion. If you haven't seen my Oblivion review, be sure to check it out. What I'm about to do right now is do a spoiler chat video. The reason why I want to do the spoiler chat video is because there's a lot of discussion that needs to take place about this movie, because it is a very very unique sci-fi storytelling experience. It's nothing like I've ever seen before, not only because it was a very visual experience, but in the storytelling sense, it is a very different type of science fiction movie, and I've never seen anything like it, and I thought that it'd be a good idea to really just talk about it in more in-depth detail. So, with that being said, if you haven't seen the movie, be sure to click away and watch another video, maybe my Pain and Gain review, but don't watch any more of this movie because you're gonna get spoiled. Anyways, so I'd like to call Oblivion high concept science fiction, because it's not a movie which is about a character or hero going from point A to point B. It's not about that. It's not about a single objective. It is about a story with a bigger story, okay? Everything is not what it seems. It's a bit of a mystery, and we're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And that's why I say in my review that this is a very story-driven piece, okay? It's a very story-driven film, okay? So, with that being said, let's talk about the story, okay? Just so that, we know, we're on the same page here. Anyways, we have Jack and Victoria's character, okay? And then Victoria monitors Jack's mission from the Sky Tower, and then Jack goes down to Earth to repair drones, okay? And why is he repairing drones? Because drones break down. And what are these drones? Drones are there to protect these water harvesters, and they kind of take out existing scav threats. Now, what are scavs? Scavs apparently are aliens that invaded Earth, and they ravaged the entire Earth, okay? The Earth is just completely a barren wasteland, and Jack is pretty much the only human on the planet, but there could be some scav threat, so these drones are out there to take them out, okay? So we get that, okay? Very, very simple plot. I mean, like, at least we know what the hell's going on and why they're there. But Jack discovers more. There's a lot more to this picture than what we see, okay? You can tell from the trailer that there's definitely a lot more to be seen. Of course, there's Morgan Freeman's character, which steps in a little later on. So now I'm here to reveal stuff, okay? Let me take a sip of this green tea. So now bring in Olga Kurylenko's character. She comes in, okay, from 60 years ago through hypersleep, and then Sally, she's the supreme leader, their superior. She says not to investigate because the drones are going to take them out. And Jack says, no way, let me investigate. And then later on, Olga Kurylenko's character reveals that, hey, Jack, you are my husband, I'm your wife. And he's like, who are you? So then he reveals to her, she reveals to him that this is a little complicated, but I was your wife from 60 years ago. And then bring in Morgan Freeman's character, who is the resistance, the human resistance fighting for survival. He leads the human resistance fighting for survival, and then apparently there are no scavs. There never was. The scavs are what we thought were aliens, but actually they are the human resistance. So what the hell is going on here? The drones are apparently controlled by Sally to take out these scavs, which are not actually scavs, but we call them scavs because it's short for scavengers, and we're talking about human scavengers, like human resistance fighting for survival, okay? So, now you're starting to see the picture. It is apparently about AI or aliens or whatever, we don't know, okay? They're trying to wipe out all of Earth, okay? And why? Maybe because they want our resources, starting with H2O, our water. They're harvesting our oceans, okay? Now, there's a point in the movie where Jack encounters a clone of himself. Now things start to really get messed up because he has to go past this radiation zone. He's told not to fly in there, but he eventually crashes into the radiation zone. And I always knew that, if there's a radiation zone, if you fly over it, you're going to discover something. So I knew that was coming. But he encounters his clone, and he's wondering what the hell is up. Okay, he encounters his clone, and that's when I question myself, okay, what the hell is up here? Okay, there's more to this story, okay? The story is moving along. We're trying to find out what's the next mystery, which uncovers the next mystery, which uncovers the next mystery. Okay, now I'm going to spell it out for you guys, okay? Sometimes people need things to be spelled out for them, for movies. I'm going to spell it out for you guys as far as what I know, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but here's what I believe, okay? there is some supreme being, okay? I don't know if it's AI, I don't know if it's aliens, but this supreme being is represented by by Sally, okay? By this human representation called Sally. We don't see her in like face to face, we only see her on the screen. And Sally gives orders to Victoria and Jack and Victoria are essentially clones. And clones of what? Clones of their human selves from 60 years ago. And if you clone someone from 60 years ago, they might harbor 60-year-old memories. Okay, and that's why there's those flashback sequences, and Jack has these constant memories of his wife at an Empire State Building. Okay, now things are starting to come together. Okay, now Jack is entertaining these ideas of him having a wife, played by Olga Kurylenko, and he wants to know more about it, right? So he meets Morgan Freeman's character, and Morgan Freeman's character tells him more about what's going on, and so we learned that Sally just wants to wipe out the humans, so that they can gain all the resources from Earth, mainly the water. The reason why they're clones of Tom Cruise and Victoria's character is mainly because Jack and Victoria is mainly because throughout Earth there are probably tons of Jacks and Victorias. And they're just doing the same thing all over and over again, repairing drones and just making sure that everything is okay on the harvesting. You know, make sure, there are no scab threats, or rather human threats, and that way the aliens or the robots can do their jobs. Okay, and that's that. Now, here's the biggest question. This is the million-dollar question. And this question is actually very similar to the big question in Inception. Okay? In Inception, the million-dollar question was Hobb dreaming, or was he not dreaming? Okay? Now, the million-dollar question for Oblivion is, what is Sally? Is she AI, or is she a supreme alien being? Okay? Now, that is the big question. Let me know in the comment section below, because I really don't know. In Inception, I believe that he was dreaming. I don't have an answer for Oblivion, and I don't know if it's AI and I don't know if it's a I don't know if it's a supreme alien being, and I kind of prefer to leave it that way. If someone has an answer, let me know in the comment section below. But I believe that Joseph Kosinski left it open, just so that we can have discussions like these, and I think that's pretty cool. Sometimes you don't need things to be completely spelt out for you, word for word, and it just leaves a little bit open for imagination, and it makes the story a bit bigger than it actually is, which is great. I like the whole Oblivion universe, and I know there's much more to it, but I like the way it was presented, and that's why I gave this movie a positive review. Anyways, why don't you let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it, and what you think of my theories, and also if I nailed it. If I didn't, why don't you correct me? Take the time to correct me and let me know what you think, because this is a thought-provoking film. Some people thought the plot was stupid, but I personally thought that it was pretty well written, and I thought it had a great story. And I want to see more movies like this. I want to see more original sci-fi concepts, all right? And there you have it. I think I covered about everything. I hope I didn't leave anything out, but that's about it. And I really enjoyed this film. Anyways, as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, and also follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. My name is Alex June. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Following Daniel Lugo's lead, and anything that Daniel Lugo asked of him, he did. Okay? And got a message.